All right. Well, hello, Move Easy Movers. Welcome to Move Easy Yoga with Kathy. Today is Saturday, May 6th, 2023, or whenever you're watching this video. Today's focus is going to be on neck and shoulders because they are connected. But we're going to start in our normal fashion with legs up on a chair, static rest, putting your lower back into traction for 7 minutes. As far as equipment today, whatever you put behind your neck when we do neck ramping, and if you have, a lot of people don't, but if you have a mobility strip, one of these, or a rolled up towel or a rolled up extra mat if you have it, and you'll see what I mean. But it's not absolutely necessary. So let's go ahead and start the way we normally do. Legs up on a chair. Now you'll notice my hips are a few inches from the chair. My hips are in neutral position. The natural curve of the spine is still there. So make sure you're comfortable. Arms are wherever you are the most comfortable. You can have them at your side. You can do cactus arms, overhead arms, whichever feels best. You want to breathe normally. Bring yourself, your awareness into the room. We're going to be here for 7 minutes. So let me set my timer. Okay, time is up. Stay where you are. You can curl your tongue up under the roof of your mouth and slowly move your head to the right and the left about 5 or 6 times. We'll finish up. Excuse me. The next thing we're doing is vagus nerve reset. We're all familiar with this. Your head is stationary, facing forward, and you just move your eyeballs to the right. You want to activate the vagus nerve that runs down the side of your head. So you just, excuse me, just thinking about it makes me yawn. So you just want to move your eyeballs to the right, wait for a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. Your eyes can be opened or closed. And then bring your eyes back to center. And again, head is straight ahead, just your eyes move to the left. Wait for that sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. Now go ahead and do this 2 more times on each side without my cueing. Finish up. And the next thing we're doing is head ramping. So you can replace whatever you have under your head with whatever you like. A sponge ball is always good. A set of therapy balls, or you can leave whatever support you've got in there. Now, what we're doing is we are pressing the occipital ridge, that bony part that runs along your scalp line between your ears, towards away from your body. You can do this sitting up if you choose. You can continue to be supine. But we spend so much time looking down at our tablets, at our phones, at our computers. We want to reverse that. So in this position, you want to press that occipital ridge away from your body. If you're lying down, of course, towards the floor. If you're sitting up, just towards the back wall. Hold it and then release. And we'll do this 4 more times. Press, hold, and release. I like doing this because I look down a lot. Press, hold, and release. There's 3. 2 more times. Press, hold, and release. Your chin will come, but the chin doesn't lead it. The back of the neck does. The occipital ridge. So last one. Press, hold, and release. It's a good thing to do every day if you use devices, which all of us do. Okay. Now the breathing exercise we're doing today is extended exhale breathing. Very simple, and everybody is different. So you take a normal inhale, count your inhale, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your exhale, you want to be longer, preferably twice as long. So if you inhaled for 4, you want to exhale for 8 or more. If you don't double it, I mean, that's okay. It's something to work towards. I find that when I'm exhaling, pursing my lips, making an O with my mouth helps me to slow down my exhale. So, as I said, everybody is different. So I'm going to let you do this on your own, but just count your inhale and then try to make your exhale twice as long. So go ahead and finish up. The next thing we're doing is the vacuum, which I really like, by the way. You can keep your legs on the chair if you choose, or you can move the chair out of the way and just extend your legs, which is what I'm going to do. So with the vacuum, you're taking a normal breath and you're exhaling everything out of your lungs. You want to press your lower back against the floor. So your pelvis is going to tilt just a little bit. You're pressing your belly button in towards the floor, and you're holding your breath out at the same time. And I'm going to count to 10. So what we're going to do is take a normal breath, and then we'll take a breath and exhale everything out. Press in. We're creating a vacuum in our pelvis. What we're doing is we're strengthening our pelvic floor. So we're going to create a vacuum and then hold it for 10 and then let go. So take a normal breath. Now inhale and exhale everything out. Tilt your pelvis, press your belly button towards the floor. Hold your breath out, empty lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and inhale. Take a couple of breaths. Wait for your breath to return to normal. Take another deep, well, not a deep inhale, just a normal inhale. Let everything, all the air out of your lungs. Press your belly button down. Hold the air out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Give yourself a couple of normal breaths. Bring it back to normal. Now take a normal inhale and exhale everything out. Press your belly button to the floor, which will tilt your pelvis. Air is out of your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, good job. So let's go ahead and come up to a sitting position. We're going to do our normal warm-up stretches. Take your time coming up. Then we're going to do our regular side bend with the lat stretch. So, and I'll be timing this. Let me get my timer ready. So take your right hand, slide it along the mat. The upper arm comes up and over. Keep both sits bones on the floor. Aim your elbow towards the ceiling. You don't need to point it all the way up. Now lower your upper arm till it's parallel to the floor. Reach for that side wall and feel that stretch in your lats. Down the side. Okay, arm up, torso up, other side. Hand along the mat, other arm up and over. Feel that side bend stretch. One side may feel differently than the other. It's perfectly normal. Now lower your arm, upper arm, till it's parallel. Reach for that corner. Feel that lat stretch. Boy, I'm really feeling that today for some reason. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, arm up, torso up. Now we're going to do our spine rotation, switch our legs. So left hand on right knee, right arm is behind you, spider fingers, so you're on your fingertips. Rotate your spine. Keep your back straight. You've got options, moving your head or moving your rib cage, or just enjoying this stretch. We're stretching out our upper back, thoracic spine. It's a good stretch to do. Come on around. Do the left. Right hand on left knee, left arm behind you. Rotate your spine. Make sure your shoulders are back. Your back is straight. You've got your options. And come on around. And let's switch our legs again, just for the heck of it. Don't like to sit in one position too long. We're going to do the flat back hip hinge. If you need to do this in a chair or with something else under your hips, that's good. So basically the movement is keeping your back straight. We're moving from the hip. We go down towards the right knee. We won't go all the way down because we're keeping our back straight. And then across to the left knee, and then up. And down to the left knee, across, and then up. And that's one.
Okay, I want to say something about how you're calling this. This is really hip circles. The flat back hip hinge is just leaning forward with your back flat. That's a flat back hip hinge.
Oh, that's it. Okay. All right.
So the circles that you're doing is using the flat back hip hinge, but you're making a circle, so that it's really called hip circles with a flat back hip hinge if you want to. Just to clarify. Yeah.
No, that's great. Thanks, Via, for the clarification. We need to be precise because we need to know what we're doing and why we're doing it. So good. Thank you, Via. So, okay, let's go ahead. Down to the right, and then across, and then up, down to the left, and then across, and then up, right again, across, and up, down, across, and up. That's two. Let's do three more. Down, across, and up, and then down, across, and up. Two more. One, and last one. Down, across, and up, and down, across, and up. Okay, good. Now, as Via said, she's right. These are actually hip circles. You can get almost the same effect by just going in a circle. I mean, every movement is different, but this is another option for you if you have trouble coming all the way down with your back straight. Okay, so as I said, today's focus is on the neck. So you may want to switch the movement, the placement of your legs. Personally, I'm going to go into this position. We're going to do a shrug and then drop our shoulders. So by shrug, I mean the shoulders come up, the back is still straight, and then just drop. And then shrug and drop. Shrug and drop. Up and down. One more. Up and down. Okay. Now we're going to do a neck stretch we've done before. Sorry, I said that. We're going to start on the right side or whichever side you choose. Doesn't matter. So ear to shoulder. We want to keep our back straight and our shoulders back. Ear to shoulder. I'm going to time this. In halfway through here, we're going to move our nose so the nose is closer to the shoulder. But right now it's just make sure that you're upright and ear to shoulder. Now move your head so now you're looking down at the floor. Your nose is closer to your shoulder. Try not to lean to the right. It's easy to do. And we're holding this for 20 seconds. Should feel a different stretch. And then nose up, head up. And we'll do that on the left. So ear to shoulder. You should feel a stretch in your neck. Just be aware of where you feel that. Now move your nose or move your head so your nose is closer to your shoulder. You're looking down at the floor. Should feel a different stretch. Okay. Nose up, head up. Okay. We're going to do that one more time. So ear to shoulder. And let's go ahead and now move our head. So our nose is closer to our shoulder and we are looking down. Feel a different stretch. Just be aware of where you feel this. Now, head up, or nose up, head up. Other side. Ear to shoulder. Trying to keep an eye on the clock while I do this. And now move your head so your nose is closer to your shoulder. You're looking down. Okay. Nose up, head up. Now we're going to do this with resistance. I'm going to actually, excuse me, change my leg position. Why is it whenever I try to teach a class, I lose my voice? I don't know. So we're doing the same movement with our head, but we're going to do it with resistance. So ear to shoulder. Put your right hand on your left ear or right above it. And this time we're going to press up with our head and down with our hand. So there's resistance here. We are going to hold this for 40 seconds and just gently resist with your hand and your head. Be very gentle with your neck. Okay. Now, lift your head, lift your hand, move your head the way we did before, so your nose is closer to your shoulder, and then put your hand back. And we're going to hold this for 40 seconds. And again, gentle resistance with your hand and your head. And there is resistance there, but we don't want to hurt ourselves. We just want to gently intensify the stretch. Okay, lift your hand up, move your head up and down. There we go. Now we'll do the other side. So left ear to left shoulder, left arm comes up, and it's either on the side of your head or on your ear. And gently push down with your hand and push up with your head. Now be gentle with yourself. If you have neck injuries or neck issues, I don't recommend doing this with pressure. You can just repeat the movement we did before. But yeah, this just intensifies the stretch. More of an isometric stretch. And that's 40 seconds. And now lift your arm, move your head so your nose is now pointed to the ground, and put your hand back. And we're going to be here for 40 seconds. And again, gently press into your hand, and the hand gently presses into the head. So if you noticed a stretch before, it should be a little bit amplified. But again, we don't want to hurt ourselves. Okay. Lift your hand, turn your face forward, and then up. There we go. Okay, this next thing, actually I picked up from Terry's class that I took. And what we're going to do, and I'm going to have my back to you so I can show you what we're doing. We're going to put our hands on the back of our head, our thumbs at the occipital ridge. The occipital ridge, and I have a lot of hair back here, sorry. The occipital ridge is this bony part between these two ears. We want our thumbs there. And what we're doing is we're just going to massage that area with our thumbs, supporting our head with the rest of our hands, but just massaging that area gently with our thumbs. Should feel kind of good. Just move your thumbs along the ridge and press in. Now, if you want, you can move on through your scalp. I'm going to mess up my hair if I do that, but that also feels good. You can do that in your own home practice. But just massaging along the occipital ridge. So
I heard aggravate your memory. This exercise enhance your memory.
oh
I
yeah,
am
massaging
a
back
bit
there.
bit
Yes,
for
it
this.
can do that.
They say that by massaging this, your memory gets better, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I need to do that a lot then.
Me too.
Marvin. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, it feels good. And hey, you get a benefit of getting better memory. That's great. Thank you, Parvin. And now the next thing we're doing is called a chin tuck, but I don't know that I like calling it that. I'm going to show you from the side. It's kind of like your head is forward, which is not good posture, and then it's all the way back, forward, and then back. Try not to move your shoulders, but your head is forward, and then it's back. And if you're like me, you're hearing noises in your neck. But just your back is straight, and it's just forward and back. It's a different kind of a stretch. Kind of interesting. Okay. Now, this next movement, actually look this up. So what you're doing is you are holding your hands at your forehead. Your hands are stacked. You hold them at your forehead with your palms out. And then you are pressing your head against your hands. Again, this is isometric. And you hold for 20 seconds. So if you press, at least when I press, I can feel it in the back of my neck. So we're going to hold this for 20 seconds. There it is. So press. And hold. 20 seconds seems like a lot, but maybe 10 seconds. All right, release. I think 10 seconds is better. Let's do this for 10. I'm going to actually watch the clock. So, okay, press. Now, if you're like me, I'm feeling this in the back of my neck. And then release. Yeah, I think 10 seconds is better. And then one more time. 10 seconds. Okay, hold on. Okay, press. And release. So that's kind of a different thing, but I could feel that in the back of my neck. Okay. Now we're going to stand up. Give me just a minute to set up here. You want to stand up with your back against the wall. And I need you to see me, the upper me. Okay. So we are standing with our back against a wall. And our arms are out. Now our hips and our shoulders are against the wall. Arms are out. Bring your arms up. And then back down. Your head is also pressed against the wall. So up and then back down. Up. One more. Up Okay. And the next movement is goalpost arms. We're still pressed against the wall, but not our head so much. And then together and back. Try to press your arms against the wall when you're back. And then together and back. 3 more times. Together. Back. 1. 2. Okay. Good job. Now, this next one you can do standing or sitting, but we're going to do it standing because we are standing. So our arms are up at 45 degrees. We bring them both back down to our, well, actually one at a time, behind our head, like this. You're looking straight ahead. Okay. That's it. Back to the mat. And you can be kneeling or you can be cross-legged at this point. We're just going to do some simple neck movements. So we're in good posture, sitting in good posture, looking straight ahead. We're just going to look up and hold it for 20 seconds. Just look straight up to the ceiling. Make sure you're not arching your back. Just look up as high as you can and hold that. And then down, straight ahead. Do this again. Look up, just straight up. And down. Okay. And this next one, we're just doing the opposite. So we're looking down. So straight ahead, look down. The only thing you're moving is your head. So again, good posture. Make sure your shoulders are back. Your back is straight. You're just holding this. And then up. One more time. Look down. Okay. And now we're just going to look to the right and to the left and back to the right. We're going to do this for 20 seconds slowly. To the right and to the left. Now, let's see. If you have a mobility strip, this is where we're going to use it. We're going to be prone on the floor. We want to put the mobility strip so it comes right up our spine and stops it just below the neck.
Supine, not prone.
Sorry, you're right, supine. I get them mixed up. We are on our backs. So we want it, there we go, to come up just to our, I would say just above the bra strap. Now, if you have a rolled up towel or a rolled up mat, that's good too. Or if you're flat on the mat, that's okay. This will work just as well. You won't get as much movement in your scapula, but it's still good. So arms up. And what we're doing is we're moving our scapula up and then down. The reason for the mobility strip is it gives us more movement for the down. So we're going up and then down. And up and then down. Our palms are facing each other. And we're just moving the scapula. You can also do this sitting up. You might have more movement in your scapula, but just make sure you're moving just the scapula. Up and down. Okay, one more, up and down. And then I'm going to show you a different way to move your scapula. And this might not be so comfortable for some people. So it's tabletop. You want to make sure your hands are directly below your shoulders and they're about mat width apart. And in this position, you would just go down with the scapula and come up. It's not really a push-up because your arms are straight, but you're going down with your chest, which moves the scapula together and then up. So this is another option for that scapula movement. You feel them go closer together and then further apart. So while we're here, let's go ahead and do a Sphinx pose. So now you're prone. Your elbows are at your sides. Your hands are in front of you. And your back is arched. You might want to put cushions wherever you need them, under your knees, under your hips, wherever. And this is actually a good resting pose, believe it or not. There's this pose, and there's ancient prayer pose. This is also a good resting pose. I can feel that in my shoulders. And let's see, what have we got? Okay, we're going to go back to supine. I had a bunch of things written down. I'm sort of skipping around here. Now, this next movement, if you have neck issues, I do not recommend it. Although I have had whiplash 3 times and it doesn't seem to bother me, but if you've had neck injuries or neck issues, this puts extra pressure on your neck. So you want to put your hands behind your head and just lift your head up and back down. You'll notice when you do this, you might feel your abs contract a little bit, but you're just moving your head, elbows at your sides, elbows away from your head, back as far as possible. Just lift your head up and down, and then up and down. Okay. Go ahead and get ready for Yoga Nidra. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. You might want to put something over your eyes. Make sure you are either warm or cool enough, as the case may be. I'm going to guide you to systematically move your attention through internal points as I mention them. Allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your legs out if they've been bent. Stretch your arms above your head. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles, first one way and then the other. Now hold your right knee to your chest. Say, thank you, knee. Hold your left knee to your chest. Straighten that leg out, that right leg out. Hold your left knee to your chest. Say, thank you, knee. Straighten that leg out. Now both knees up to your chest and rock back and forth. Feel that massage on your back. Feels good. When you're ready, roll towards the camera using your lower arm as a pillow. And we're gonna take our gratitude minute. Grateful that you're able to move. Grateful that we could all get together and do this. I'm grateful that you could move with me. I'm actually grateful I can move. I know many people my age and younger that have issues. And just be grateful that you took this time out for yourself. So go ahead and come up into a sitting position. You might want to unmute yourself. I'm going to remove my spotlight. There we go. Hands at your heart. I want to thank you all for joining me today in some intelligent movement. And hopefully have a great day, rest of the day, rest of the weekend. Thank you for being here. Send the
Thank
class
you.
by saying namaste.
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 Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good to
Kathy.
see everybody.
Bye, everybody.